US Open semi-final. Introducing the players at the hazard end from the Racket Club of Philadelphia. We have number 2 seed John Lumley. At the service end from the Queen's Club London, we have the number 8 seed Bryn Sayers. Best of 5, 6 game sets. Lovell. Fifteen lap. Last gallery, ball up. Stroke. Thank you. Third lap.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Joining us for the semi-finals of the US Open here at the Racket Club of Chicago. My pleasure to be commentating today alongside Will Taylor, and this is Bertie Vallet. This match jumped out to me as my pick for possible match of the day. I just think Bryn's playing really well this tournament, and we all know John's pedigree as a player and consistently strong form over the last couple of years. So. Yeah, what's not to love?
Good afternoon, Bertie. It's good to be here. Welcome everyone on the YouTube. We're in for a good one for sure. So 40 love Bryn.
15-40.
Last gallery just won that from John. 15-40. So Ryan's just told us that John is 5-3 up in matchups. Was that wrong? Other way around? 5-3 up.
No, you crushed it. Good job.
30-40.
Yeah, we're in for a good one, guys. Settle in.
Jonas Sirota, hey guys, let's go Lumley. 2 US Open championships in a row. Any members at our cup will be hoping for just that. John Lumley, victorious in the last event he entered, being the National Open at his home club at the Racket Club of Philadelphia. Will, you'll be extremely familiar with that court and how it plays, and having interned there, I'm sure you can offer us some insight into John Lumley's game.
Well, we all know he's probably one of, if not the best retrievers in the game. He's relentless.
Did you guys hit a little bit, or?
We hit a little bit, but me being as bad as the tennis player I am, it becomes a little hit between us, and then it becomes a lesson.
I see.
But no, he was very nice to me when I was there and helped me out with my game, and I fed him balls when he wanted a bit of practice, hit some forces at him.
Right, so that's Bryn taking the first game, and somewhat of an unforced error to lose it from Lumley there. I'm sure that will help. I think winning a slightly nervous first game, or just a longer first game for Bryn will help settle his nerves if there are any.
It's a good get from John. So Bryn won.
Oh, he's guessed right.
Bryn's first round game was Leon Smart.
Not quite. Try again.
Bertie Vallet.
Something like that, yeah.
running straight sets.
That's right, yeah.
And then he took
Bryn's yet to drop a set this tournament.
Exactly, straight sets against Ben Taylor Matthews. And
Which is slightly more challenging.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself down. And John Lumley won his first round match against Josh Dodgson. Lost the first set, but won the
That's
next
right.
three pretty convincingly. And then his quarterfinal against Lewis was he came out of the block super hot. 6-1, 6-1 is love.
Yeah, other than the first set of the match, John's tennis this tournament has been pretty much flawless. Matchup wise, I felt like that one against Lewis was gonna be tough.
Yeah.
John's just so consistent, making Lewis play. Many of the shots that Lewis hit, would be winners against players of a different caliber, but against John, you need to play 2 or 3 more, and that's often where you can get unstuck, just going for a little bit too much because you have to, basically.
I think we're in for a long one. Both these guys are fantastic retrievers. A lot of long rallies. That's my expectation. Predictions? Going 3-1, John.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good prediction. Doesn't tend to be that one-sided when these guys play. I think it was straight sets at Queen's at the British Open, but the match before that, 3-1. They've had some 5-setters in recent years. I think most of their meetings have happened at Queen's, interestingly, and I think Bryn's proved this wrong with his performances in this event. But I thought this might be a court that maybe less suited to his game.
This one?
Yeah, smaller targets, harder to serve on. Whereas, a retriever like John, who's kind of out there to just, boast it around, get a lot of balls back in play, maybe happier with a kind of scrappier rally in a good way. I felt like this might suit him more, and similarly suit someone like Camden more as well. Bryn's clinical style, there'll just be a lot of pressure on him to find the targets when the rallies are longer and the targets themselves are smaller. But yeah, he seems to have found some serves that are working really well.
Yeah,
I felt like his normal underarm twist, which he serves from quite thin in the court, he stands. We're going to see it now. He stands very central.
Yeah.
For that underarm twist sidewall serve.
It's a good cut volley.
Which is interesting. So he's changing his serves. And I think just mixing, because it is a harder court to serve on, I feel like he's mixing his serves up a lot more this tournament, like using his bobble as a first serve. I
think he was serving some high serves.
Which he often does, but I feel like he's just cycling between them with a lot more frequency, which is good to see. Shows how these top guys are so aware of the court they're playing on and what works and what doesn't. It's nicely done.
It's a great choice.
It's the kind of, rally that involves some boasting and some retrieving that I just think is going to favour John. Bryn's kind of got to shut that down, I think, especially just the miles through the legs as well that a rally like that will have. Probably favour John over the course of a potentially 5-set match. If he can get Bryn lunging into the corners like that, then that's just good news for him.
Exactly. And yeah, it was a shame the semi-final between Nick Howe and Camden Riviere. Nick, unfortunately, having to pull out for a calf injury. So, hope he recovers well. But apologies for you guys watching that you weren't able to see more tennis, because that would have definitely for sure been a good one. So John's managed to bring it back to 1-1, 30 love up in this game with a pretty good chase, half a yard. 40 love. Faultless from John in that game. He's got a good chase to defend. Yeah, that's a great shot. Good replay. Just noticed, Ryan, you got the net cam on the floor. Big fan of them.
I think that's the first time I've seen it this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. And as always,
Ryan.
Got to thank Ryan Carey for such an amazing job he does on the streaming setup to provide you guys at home with flawless broadcasting. What a legend. half yard. Really good serve, tight against the back wall. I feel like we're going to see a lot of those high serves from John. He's used a lot of them against Lewis. It's a good shot. Slightly unfortunate for Bryn. Just caught the edge of the timber.
Ooh, Bryn saying something there, but I didn't quite pick it up. I think with a smile on his face. Just the early stage of this match.
Yeah. Oh, there's the camera angle we were talking about. Great view.
Great hold from Bryn, and that ball's not coming back against most players. Yeah,
good
super
shot.
clinical.
So what he needed for sure. Another. Battle of the double-handed backhands.
Oh. Oh no, that's unlucky. That's a great rally. I see what John's tried to do there. He's just held it, shown Bryn the cross-court option and then gone straight. But yeah, just struggled slightly in the execution and got quite fortunate with that dead-on ledge and Bryn managing to get away with the last gallery there, which was a great result from that position in the rally.
So he's such a good volleyer standing in front of that timber. He showed that in his doubles game. Okay, 15 love, 2 chases, two last galleries.
15 love, receiver leads.
I think we're going to expect Bryn to do his usual serve. Yeah, underarm twist from... Nope. Looks like he's going for bobbles. I was wrong again. Great dig.
30 love, chase, the last.
It's a great return from Bryn, but he'd be disappointed with that volley, I think.
On the chase.
The chase just snuck in.
40 love.
Good effort. Let us know in the chat where you guys are listening from, who you're rooting for.
Oh, that's a great serve from Bryn, not getting rewarded with that nick down the middle. He's pointing to Darren to tell him what the chase was.
I think he was pointing to where he thought the ball should have gone. Either way, probably the both.
Or that, yeah, it's probably better. Maybe it was that. So, game points for 3-1 already. Bryn taking the first game and then a strong response from John. I just think it's just been edging out in the rallies, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, even if it has gone on the penthouse at times, he hasn't actually missed the ball. Very little has gone in the net, and he's reaching most things. So yeah, if Bryn's not finding his... Bryn has to find his targets, basically. He has to be finishing the point, because he's not going to get cheap points against John. Oh, that's really nice.
It's lovely. It's not an easy shot. Really low down. He just pushed it. Pushed it into the last gallery. Last gallery? I mean, winning gallery. First winning gallery, I think, of the match.
Oh yeah, too good.
Perfect.
John probably hoping to kill that point first time round. Bryn missing the galleries, and then superb kill shot there.
Yeah. Tried the first time, didn't quite put it where he wanted to, and got it right the second time.
That low hard cross-court force, I can talk from experience because I played Bryn in the first round, and that was getting him a lot of chases off of a railroad. Yeah, really good way of getting down this end. And when you take on a gallery, your miss can often be on the penthouse, which is obviously pretty hopeless. Whereas a shot like that, if he misses it, it's going in with dead on, which is much better.
Wow.
John getting it in the winning gallery. I think he was just.
I think he was. I think he was obviously
just
aiming for that shot, but it's got.
I think he was just. I think he saw Bryn in that corner and just thought he'd hammer it into the main wall to get it away from him. And a winning gallery is a very, very good result.
That was a phenomenal point from both players, but especially John, who's Bryn was cutting them into these corners and John was picking them up.
Great shot. Yeah, I think just engaging in these longer rallies.
It's going to benefit John slightly.
Both in the long term, just physicality-wise, and then in the short term, I just...
Wow.
Yeah, Bryn shutting down loose serves like that. Uncharacteristic. I think John just... Uncharacteristic from John to not be there, sorry. Yeah, I think just not anticipating that option.
Yeah. Two good main all forces.
Oh, nearly another.
Yeah, that's a good ball.
Yeah, Bryn's got to keep these rallies short from the...
Well, James Lumsden. Great to have you back on comms, Bertie. Friend of yours? Or just a super fan? Both.
He's a friend and a super fan. A friend now.
Good to have you in the chat, James. Okay, 3-1, John. 30 all. Worse than 6, first chase.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like I'm saying the obvious, but this 30-all point is of the utmost importance for Bryn. He's got to figure out a consistent way of winning points from this end, because if he goes 4-1 down... Ryan, I think it is a big point. Hit the red button. That's made him happy. It doesn't take much to make Ryan happy, just a foghorn and a big point button. And the GoPro.
Wow.
Oh, I just feel like Bryn's gotten away with that slightly. He's not really found... Sounds like I'm being harsh, but we're talking about the best of the best here, and John's not going to make that mistake twice. Bryn's got to be finding targets. He's got to be shutting these points down.
I feel like you're being a bit harsh there.
We're just saying, how is Bryn going to find a consistent way of winning points from this end?
It's a good dig.
And that ball's somewhat routine for John. Great get. Great get. Oh, John going back to the backhand.
Wow. Second galley trace. Just so
that's unlucky.
Oh, I won it.
Oh, John is spamming that boast to Kingdom Come, and you can see why. It's just Bryn gets it back, but what are you going to do with a ball that low? You need to lift it over the net. Exactly. You're out of position.
Seeing more boasts from John. Maybe it's his prowess and rackets.
I think John. Yeah. I think John is quite known for boasting it around. It's similar to Camden.
We have another comment. The David Attenborough of realist coverage. I assume
I don't really know how to take that. I think it's
definitely
good
talking about you.
I'm not sure.
David well, of course that's a compliment.
Is it?
Yeah, it's great to have Bertie on.
All right, well, great. Thanks, guys. I promise I'm here of my own free will.
Good shot from John. clinical, main or dead on.
Thanks, Ben. Score is juice.
So yeah, this high serve, not many people in the game serve it from that position. It's a very distinctive of Bryn's game. He wants it. He wants one bounce on the penthouse, and then for it to on a lively penthouse such as this, just spring off as much as possible. Awkward volley for John.
Hug the back wall if possible.
Yeah, super hard to hit a force off that ball. It's going to be a cut volley. Yes, it exposes the galleries, but it also encourages a floor response, which is what Bryn will be after. So we'll see it here. Oh, it's a little bit too deep.
Yeah, it's, I mean, from that, from there, it's so hard to
All right, this is
get it right every time.
Yeah, it's on this, you don't really get that one bounce flush on the back penthouse that Bryn's known for at Queens. So yes, oh, well read, well adapted, I should say. But I like it. I know he's missed it, but I think he's taking on targets, which is better than a safer ball that keeps John in the rally, which is kind of going to end. We're just talking about percentage. Is Bryn winning more points when he's engaging in rallies with John? I don't think he is. Better to take on a winning gallery and miss it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Wonder when these guys last played. These was the British Open last year.
This year, which was straights, but then, oh, great shot. In previous meetings, 4 sets, 5 sets.
Right.
I think, from memory, largely at Queens.
Statman is going to give us some info on that. Thank you, Ryan.
Ryan's just said that he's the only stat man. The best to do it.
2 chases.
So yeah, we just got to see Bryn find a serve that pins. Oh, there we are. Did I do my homework? Yeah, they're 5 set 2 years ago, like I said.
Oh, that was
God, and then you saw back in the day, Bryn so dominant.
Yeah.
1-1 in love.
2012, 2014.
Yeah, those were the days.
Yeah.
Yes, but some close matches.
Yeah, so Lumley winning the previous 5.
I think that there's an inaccuracy here. I think it was that one of those 2023 is a 2024 British Open, which was 4 sets. As I'm sure Ben Geetenbeek is already typing in the YouTube live chat to back me up. Yeah, these
Flawless Tennis says yes, a compliment about the David Attenborough comment. Just to reassure you, Bertie.
Oh, great.
And he agrees. Thank you, Flawless Tennis.
Well, if the tennis doesn't work out, then the booming industry of real tennis commentary,
It's going to work.
yeah, awaits.
Game ball. Bryn just missed that 1 and 2 chase.
If he's going to hit that boast, like we saw John do, I think it's got to be a bit harder and lower because John's just got the wheels to get to that ball. Yes, Bryn disguises it well, but John can cover the cut volley option. And if Bryn does post it with that kind of height on the main wall, he can get over there. So I think we'll either see Bryn move to a much shorter boast on the volley, dying at around second gallery, such a door for a chase, or maybe just hit it a lot harder. Yeah, so we've got to see Bryn take on a hazard gallery here, just shut down any attempt to rally from John Lumley.
Yeah. Yard Western second, 40 love. John will want to put this game away on this point. There we go.
Get this guy out of here. Oh,
sorry,
Will, what have you done?
I'm really sorry, Bryn. That's poor commentary.
And it
like
sounds like
the right choice for sure.
Exactly, yeah.
Just missed it.
Good
That's
intent,
it.
yeah.
Sorry, Bryn, if you're watching this back.
And Bryn is the type to watch his matches back as well. Oh, that's such a good shot.
Yeah, well played.
So easy to overplay that ball, but John's just found a really good angle there. And Scoreboard pressure mounting against Bryn. He knows he's got to find some answers. Even if this set is beginning to look like somewhat of a write-off. I mean, yeah, not a bad serve, but when John's hitting a cut main wall like that, but could also be a cut volley or a boast, it's trouble. I think I like the high serve option for Bryn, just because John's going to have to, if Bryn's serving it well, John's going to have to take on a cut volley, and he can't really boast it or generate power from that high up as easily. Oh no.
Don't see double faults that often from Bryn.
Bryn going to... Oh gosh, Bryn looks slightly rattled here. I think he was going to change ends one point too soon, possibly. So yeah. This set may be one to put behind him. But still worth figuring out what serves work and
It's
which
3 faults
don't.
in a row.
But yeah, I think the high serve, I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but Aurora just encourages John to tee off on the ball, boast it, main will force it, straight force it. Just too many options.
Yeah. That's well played. That was patient from Bryn. Right choice. It'd be great for him to get this game to a world.
One thing I really admire about Bryn's game is just like 5-1 down, 30 up, and a double fault is far from ideal, and yet like his body language is exactly the same when he's winning or losing. He really doesn't give much away.
He's got a good attitude.
Good attitude, but I think it helps him win as well, because it just means the other guy doesn't get much like emotional fuel. Like if you're a bit nervous and you see the other guy's body language is negative, it can really help you. And Bryn doesn't give you that at all. He's not quite done enough there. He's out of position. It's awkward when that ball's coming across you. Yeah, he's a little shake of the head, which is as much as you'll ever get from Bryn. But yeah.
Yeah, tough chase that as well.
One to
slightly out of position.
Somewhat of a set to forget, to be honest, for Bryn.
No, it's not over yet.
Well, I mean, this
50.
is quite niche knowledge, but I think the US Open Bryn did win in 2012, I think it was. I think he lost the first set to Steve 6-1 and like lightning fast, he told me. So, and then obviously went on to win the match, I think in 4, maybe 5. So it goes to show it's not something he hasn't seen before. It's not something he hasn't come back from before. So yeah, for those supporting Bryn at home, wouldn't be worried. But yeah, he'll just need to figure out a change of plan.
Okay, chase 6, 30-15. That's a really nice cut volley from Bryn. It wasn't a bad serve at all. Big point. 30 or 1 yard. High serve.
Just an example there. It's really like Bryn wants to force that ball. It's a chase 1 yard, and it's so hard to generate any kind of power from that above shoulder height volley.
Yeah,
some players can, but yeah, great force if you don't want the other guy to be able to hit away. Weird error there from John. I'm sure we won't see many of those.
Yeah.
Later in the match. Oh, Bryn's gone for the gallery there and over. Oh! You don't see that from Bryn often, bit of flair. I think very justified flair. A truly honest misread and not just doing it for the cameras. So yeah, it gets the green tick from the commentary box. The best kind of flair is necessary. Tell you what, I think even if John does go on to take this set, just a longer game like this to close it out, make John feel that Bryn's still there, still in this match.
100%.
Build some momentum, get some confidence.
Yeah, he'll know.
It's huge.
Bryn's not going to give up. Back to Juice.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, it's definitely wants to be down the service end, especially in this pretty tight game.
I think there are many ways in which these guys are a step up from that scratch to 5 level that I'm experienced in, but I think just difficult balls like this, they just don't give stuff away. Like Bryn's managed to find a second gallery there, and that's in an uncomfortable spot.
Oh, well done, Bryn. Fought back really hard on that. So have you got a replay of that? Of Le Flare?
Snap to it, Ryan. Will wants a replay.
That was just a question.
Ryan always has a replay ready.
No, but that was a good shot from John. I think it's this one. Yeah.
So there we go. Bryn anticipating it being on his backhand, but it's just come off so wide off the back wall. He's played that. He's watched that so well because it's come off the tambour wall, I think, and he's played it behind the back.
Yeah. I mean, unforced error from John, but we won't. We'll give that to Bryn. Advantage, Bryn. Second gallery. We would love to take this game.
When the railroad on this court comes off so wide as it does and doesn't really come back on the back wall, it's a bit of a nightmare scenario on a chase like that, and John's not missing.
Yeah. Poor serve.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's got to find high back wall so it stays tight, which is why he's kind of flirting with danger on it. I do understand it.
Oh yeah, no.
We haven't seen
many.
The
choice is absolutely fine, but in that instance,
the execution, yeah. And I think just for that reason, because that standard railroad length this court isn't very complimentary of it. We just haven't seen many players use it as their go-to serve. Oh, nice volley. Like we might in other tournaments.
John's so fast. It's everything. Relentless.
Oh, he's overhit it though. Nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
well played,
John's playing well, but his game's not been impermeable for Bryn. Like he's overhit that ball. Bryn's hit a nice volley. There is a lot of reassurance Bryn can take from this opening set. If that ever that cost him those few middle games, it's reduced. Nicely done.
Well played. And that's the game to Bryn. 2-5.
So yeah, it's been interesting to watch this tournament because there hasn't been a dominant serve. Like, you know, if this tournament played at Hampton Court, I think we'd be seeing a lot of railroads.
Yeah, but there's
people really have to figure it out and serve in a way that's different to usual and vary their serves a lot more. And not only is it enjoyable just to watch these guys have to change and figure things out, but it means that with this variety of serves, we just see many different point patterns you don't normally get. Whereas if you're serving a railroad, it's probably a force and then it's probably a defensive volley, and each match can look very similar. This has all been different, which is refreshing to watch.
Yeah, it's a second railroad, which is...
Bryn's standing very far up the court there. I think anticipating that down the line force again from John, but yeah, I mean, that's just a serve to put away, I think.
It's a better one. Seen any grills yet? I feel like we haven't seen any.
Yeah, oh no. So yeah, I can't actually remember that many grills. It's a small target. But yeah, I think for Bryn to get kind of increasingly closer to John on the scoreboard, we'll see not more targets. But I think first, that railroad's a prime example of Bryn's hit a good railroad there, and it's just not come back at all. And it's just, you know, John can boast that. You can hit a main wall force. You can any kind of aggressive response. It's really there for him. And it's just making life hard for Bryn. He has to fight to get into every rally from the server's end. So yes, grills are the end result, but I think he's got to start by finding a serve with which he can pin John down, and as he is, and I think he's looking for one. Which is why we're seeing him cycle through so many different options. Really good defensive volley from John.
And there's the first set.
Yeah, dominant first set from John, but Bryn, yeah, he was in that at times. That middle patch was a bit ropey for him, but a strong end to the set.
Yeah. Reset for Bryn. come out swinging, I think. There we go. Well played, John. Easy ball, free ball. Made it look easy.
So guys, if you have your thoughts on this match, if you think it's going to be more of the same, or do you think Bryn's going to change something, or if you were Bryn's coach, what would you change? I probably would tell him to do more of that.
Exactly. Yeah. Well played. That was a
but
great
yeah,
shot.
what you would change to make this match closer?
Yeah, I'd love to see Bryn hit a few more targets.
I just think, yeah, with that clinical style of play that Bryn has, sorry, you just can't really see what's happening from this angle. With that ledge. Oh, great camera work, Ryan. Wow.
Oof. Monster rally so far.
Yeah, amazing tennis. I mean, so much to talk about there, but let's start with that second to last shot Bryn hit. A forehand off the back wall. I think it would be so easy to swing away and go for a force or go for a boast and give John a loose ball, but like I think just the maturity in Bryn's play, like he's not actually gone for very much at all, and he's just nudged it down the line, kept it tight. The second bounce is before the back wall, and John just can't do a whole lot with that ball, and had to play 2 or 3 more shots to win the rally. I think it's just like an example that differentiates this level from this level below it.
Well played.
Not looking for a winner in each and every shot, but actually patience to build in kind of groups or 2 or 3.
Evident in that rally as well. John just attacking his corners, found a loose ball from Bryn and put it away. And there's the first game of the second set. 1-love to John.
Gallery. Ball up, please, John.
I like that change up a lot from Bryn. Really great shot.
1 and 2. 2 chases.
Yeah, that underarm twist. If you're gonna serve it, it can't be that short against someone like Bryn. But when John is pitching it right, Bryn's been making errors on the volley, and I don't think we see him boast and we see him go cross court. Taking on the down the line option it's hard to execute it well. So yes, on the floor, Bryn's got great disguise and options between the 2 corners, but on the volley, I think if John can make a better way of saying that is if John can make Bryn hit a cut volley off the underarm twist, good things can happen.
Mm-hmm. Two chases.
Right, so what are we going to see differently from Bryn at service end, which I think is where this match is going to be won or lost for him?
I'm not sure how well this railroad's been working. I mean, it's hard to tell. He's not served that many, but he's made a few errors on it.
It's a really hard court for it.
Definitely. I mean, this served a pretty good one just on the start of this rally.
Oh,
One
it's It's a great shot. I mean, Bryn won't have meant it to be quite that extreme, but he's gone for maybe hazard first of the door and been like, well, my miss will still win me the point anyway, which it did. We're just not quite seeing Bryn serve. We're just not seeing him get the responses he'd like to. Basically, John just looks very, very in control from the receiver's end.
Deserved
he's
better.
unlucky. Yeah, he did deserve better.
Oh, wow.
That's harsh. Really great serve from Bryn.
It's quite often those off-pace cut volleys which have been working well in this far right corner as you see it.
Yeah, this court really rewards good cut. Like you don't need to hit it in that fast. Yeah,
Again.
if I'm being honest, I'm really not used to seeing this at this level. This serving, and Bryn looks somewhat searching a bit for options. I think he just knows he needs it to be better. Does serve it from very wide.
Yeah, well played. Again.
But I think that's that's one of Bryn's better railroads, and it's not getting the response that he'd want. So yeah, will we see him do something different?
Great shot.
Guys, let us know. Maybe I'm missing something here, or what would you be serving, or your thoughts on this match in general. I think just finding a serve to pin John Lumley down with is no easy feat on any court, let alone one where a railroad comes out so wide.
I want to see him try some high serves from the main wall.
I don't remember Bryn.
Does he not have that?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good serve, and he does have that. I think he's done a few. I don't remember Bryn serving so many railroads against. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter what he did against me, but I think even against Ben, he didn't. He wasn't serving so many. I think he was going high more often, more underarm twists, more bobbles.
We got game ball. Chase 2.
Yeah, this is all just not quite
that's
happening for Bryn right now. That's not the. It's 2 yards is a tough chase to beat, but that. He won't have been aiming to hit main wall first with that ball.
This was a good shot from John there.
That's good. Yeah.
Gallery. Ball up, please, John.
Yeah, and again, if the scoreboard continues to move in John's favour, just the way scoreboard pressure works, he'll free up, just hit everything will just feel a bit more easier for him. Oh, great shot.
More of that, Ben. Bryn. Apologies. Yeah, that's a great shot. Yeah, and again.
I think interestingly,
back to back.
the railroads I've seen, and Bryn's hit a really good shot there, so maybe my point's not such a good one, but the railroads I've seen be most effective so far have been actually the kind of wider ones, because that one bounce railroad, it comes off so much on this penthouse. It just is it's quite a straightforward cut volley off the railroad, and if it's deeper, then it doesn't come back in much. So those loopier, slower ones tend to stay thinner, which I think we're seeing John serve more of.
Wow, 3 good points from one force, main wall dead on, and a cut volley. And there, again, just putting John under pressure. That was a good start to this game from Bryn. 40-15 Bryn, second gallery. Anyone else in the chat want to fire us some questions? I'm sure you're bored of our voices already.
Score is 40-15 to the server, Chase, second gallery. Fault.
Yeah, I think Bryn's got to be looking for several bounces on the penthouse, whereas that one bouncer is just coming off so wide. So yeah, we'll see. I think even that was slightly different.
Second
Oh my
double
gosh,
fault.
that's two double faults in a match for Bryn. There we go. So that was the wider railroad, and it did stay slightly tighter, but just a little bit overcooked on the length.
That come off the net tape? That force.
Possibly.
I feel like it may have done.
Yeah, I mean,
Took Bryn by surprise a little bit, but
mean,
either way, it was.
I definitely am not saying that
definitely
I know what I would serve or how I would beat John Lumley, because I know that I definitely wouldn't. But I am surprised that Bryn is sticking with this railroad. It just seems like it's not shutting John down all that much.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the rest of the set, which way Bryn goes with it. Such a good get.
Yeah, that high tamper here, pretty deadly.
Well
Yeah,
played.
nicely done by John.
It's pretty hard to win against someone who's retrieving that well and then being clinical enough to just slot that into the winning gallery on a backhand.
Yeah, I think Bryn's plan from this receiver's end will be shut this point down in 2 or 3 shots.
Yeah. And then
Exactly like
just layer
that.
chase.
But on a worse than last chase that he was trying to beat just then, he has to engage in that floor rally with John, which is a difficult thing for anyone to do.
Thank you.
Oh, really good honesty from John. I actually
I thought he got that.
didn't see anything wrong with that, but I mean,
He definitely knows.
you trust John to know. I think Bryn was expecting to play on there, but yeah, John Lumley really really embodies the values of fair play. Yeah, it's great to see.
I'm like 90% sure he got it. Just watched it back on the YouTube. You able to get a replay for us on that one?
Chase worse
Ryan?
than the second gallery.
Being slightly cynical, I think actually that response may have been better than trying to get after the second shot that Bryn hit. I know John Lumley will not have been thinking that way at all, but actually that ball being down was probably quite a good result for him. Yeah, that was easy to comment with hindsight, but that was somewhat of a must-win point, I think, in that game for Bryn.
Advantage.
I want to.
Yeah, he's got to get on the scoreboard here. Right, so that gives us something to talk about. I think that is as good as the railroad is going to get on this court. Bryn's hit it really well, and John's kind of getting it back into the rally with interest.
Don't
So,
mind
yeah.
this kind of backhand drag serve. Try it, switch it up a little bit. Try it. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's just
I mean, you've got to try something.
exactly. I don't. Yeah, and I think when John's playing this well, he's going to hit good returns regardless of the serve. So any serve that means you can dictate options is a good thing, as a drag does.
Out of court.
Right, so this is now game point for 3-love.
As a chase.
And we've seen Bryn completely stop with the high serves, which I'm slightly confused by. Just because I feel like we've seen Bryn changing up his serves a lot throughout this match. And instead we're seeing him stick with just the railroad. But maybe he's kind of just trusting in the fact that as the match goes on, he'll get more used to John's responses and be able to work his way into the rallies. Whereas the high serve has the obvious problem with the fact that it opens up the galleries. So he's hoping to pin John down with the railroad a bit more.
Game ball. Shot.
Juice.
Yeah, just not a tight enough serve from John. Works good from Bryn. Bring it back to Juice.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
So Nigel says
shot.
fast, shorter sidewall.
Advantage.
Definitely an option.
Where are you seeing this?
Interestingly, that's come up on my live chat, but not Will's. Yeah, I think
Oh, there you go.
think making John play a cut volley is a good thing. I think I'd rather that personally. Oh, nice shot. Nice ball from Bryn. When Bryn forces, I think his force is a really underrated part of his game because he's taking on a nick rather than a dead-on all the time, and it's so easy to swing away for a dead-on and actually be in a good position, hit it, and then miss your target, be on the back penthouse and reset the rally. Whereas with that nick, even if Bryn does overhit it, it's still going to probably end the rally there. So yeah, I really like that option. Yeah, as for the fast short sidewall, I think getting John to play on the volley is a good thing. That his volley boast has been a problem for Bryn off the bobble, but it's I think harder to do it off a sidewall. Just because of how nice this penthouse on the court here is, it's easier to read than at somewhere like Queens. But yeah, I think it'd be great to try it. Yeah, and if Bryn can see the cut volley coming, he can get over there. That's a great shot from John.
That's
I just
really
think
good from that.
This railroad, my worry with it is it just looks like John has options. He's going to hit something well, but Bryn just would like to know what it is, I think. Whereas with the railroad, John, it's kind of up to John what he does with it.
15 up.
Wow, pretty dominant start to this second set from John. Not a lot he's done wrong.
Yeah, like that shot there, I think that's a good response from John. I kind of forget that people can do that off a underarm twist or sidewall just because it's so out of my reach.
So he's gone back to this nice spinny serve from close to the galleries.
Yeah, this is turning into real danger zone for Bryn, I think. That's the perfect length on this court. It's flirting with danger a bit because had it been an inch deeper, it's off the back wall directly for Bryn to hit towards the direction of the grill probably. But as it was perfect. That's a roller, and just more momentum in John's favour, really. I mean, this match couldn't be going much better for him.
Yeah.
Apart from cost, why aren't there different surfaces in real tennis, e.g. clay or grass?
Just traditional.
I think
tradition-wise.
cost is also probably a pretty big thing there. I think in the winter on a damp season, I think there's maybe some moss at Falkland Palace, but apart from that, yeah, pretty traditional.
30 love, serve leads, chase better than 4.
Great get.
Oh,
wow.
Bryn's played a good shot there down the line. John's, I mean, just his strength in retrieving it's coming back and.
Yeah, John didn't do too much wrong. Great retrieving, but sorry,
it
didn't do too much wrong.
It is just demoralising when these balls keep coming back.
Chase off, fell 2 and 3. Oof. 40 love.
Game.
It worked very well for Schenkman against Lumley and Westwood last US Open. I remember that. I mean, it's not just me trying to play devil's advocate, but I think if you were a John Lumley fan out there, you'd say John quite enjoyed it when he won Love and Love at Aiken when they most recently played. I think the answer is it's probably not as simple as just changing a serve when John's playing this well. I think it's about waiting out this kind of purple patch, which Bryn is doing, and the mental rugged competitor that he is going to stay in this match. And if John's level does drop slightly, he'll be there to capitalise, is I think the answer.
Wow, to a good cut volley and then a good main or force. Final dead on from Bryn. Got to keep this up.
30 lap.
Really good from Bryn. I mean,
Really nice. Yeah.
there we go. Shows how much we know. He should have just been doing that. No, that's really good. I think real tennis is a game played in purple patches, or by that I mean runs of momentum. And I think Bryn will know this better than anyone just from experience, and by nature of the fact that he's been playing at such an elite level for so long. It's not an exact science, and for whatever reason, you can try the same. Your shot can go from working perfectly to not working, and vice versa. For whatever reason, the railroads will work in set 2, and then set 3 it just won't. Or so many variables at play, like how old the balls are, temperature change, how well the other guy's playing, how well you're seeing it personally. That I think Bryn's just going to stay in this match and keep doing what he's doing, try his best to raise his level. And yeah, I'm sure we'll see him close the gap.
15-40.
Oh, it's done well.
Don't know how John's got that on target. Oh, so harsh.
It's one of them ones where if he's being dominant in this game, so if he was winning, he probably goes in, right? Found no winning gallery time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's unlucky. .40.15 Bryn got a hazard chase. Few people on the Denon. Good to see.
40-15.
Yeah, I don't think there are many places in the world that are better to watch tennis from than the club here. The hospitality has just been stellar all tournament. For those of you on the stream, I highly recommend making the trip if you haven't yet.
On the chase. And the game. 1-4.
And there we go. Bryn takes. Sorry, Bryn takes that game 1-4. So he's on the scoreboard. Bryn answering our questions for us. I think just some more attack from the receiver's end has helped him out.
Oh, yeah, great shot.
That low cross-court nick shot that I'm such a fan of. Using it again.
Better than 4, that was.
Better than 4 is a really good chase from a position like that.
Out of court.
It's unlucky. Well, it's great force from Bryn, but John read that pretty well and was in a good position. Just couldn't quite get around it.
I mean, this kind of gets back to what I was. I mean, this proves my point. Like, you know, Bryn was trying that shot in the first set and it wasn't quite happening for him, and he does it in the second set and he can't miss it. And I think that's just how it goes sometimes.
Well, yeah, we didn't see too much of those straight forces until this set. So it's going around. Well played.
15-30.
Yeah, I think just looking at the live chat, it's really great to hear you guys appreciating this streaming production. It's easy for us to sit and talk about tennis, but I think someone like Ryan making this possible, and I know when I'm not at these tournaments how much I enjoy watching it. The fact that we get to watch this such high quality, completely free of charge. Yeah, it's really quite amazing. So apologies if there is some talking during the points. We're working on it, but we're really just doing our best to make it work. So yeah, I appreciate you bearing with us, and If it really gets on your nerve, then I would just point you to the volume button.
Hats off to Ryan.
Interesting. Slightly unfortunate bounce for Bryn. That stayed quite thin off the wall there. But yeah, surviving with a chase off. Again,
loose railroad, right?
Yeah.
Which led to
John's just always going to deal with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nicely done from Bryn.
It's good. 2-4. Well played, Bryn. Finish. Was getting a little nervous for him. He closed that out well. It's as good as it gets. Cut volley wise.
So yeah, I mean, for all my gripes about the serving in this match, well, not gripes, but just observations, Bryn's hit the best serve you can hope to hit there, I think. Mid-length up the back wall. I mean, obviously we want to hit a roller every time, but that's unrealistic. And glued to the side wall. John's fought his way out of that point. Bryn's not hit a bad volley by any means, but off the timbre, John's just looking so strong. It's a gallery. Yeah, as someone said in the live chat, it is a conundrum. I don't really know what if I was coaching Bryn in this match, which unsurprisingly no one's hired me for. I'm not sure what I'd say, to be honest.
I think from like a neutral somewhat, he needs to get his serves a little tighter.
Sorry, yes, but I mean how?
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was getting at. Like which serve, because he's hit a good underarm twist and John's cut it to half a yard. From the hazard end, Bryn's really attacking that ball on the volley, forcing it loads. I think it's really great. Just on a court like this, it's so hard to shut John down. And nicely done. Oh,
chase the door.
We don't hear Bryn express emotion out loud very often, but I mean that's so frustrating.
Yeah,
especially after that get out of the hazards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd be frustrated with that, I think. Slightly early on that.
Taking on a gallery to beat second gallery is ambitious, though.
Play John, just attacking that high timbre and forcing the error.
I think it sounds like just an easy answer to blame the court, which is not how I mean it to come across, but the nature of this court is that it's really hard to serve a tight serve on. And that just means that players such as John Lumley, who don't necessarily rely on serving and target hitting, but more so on retrieving and counter punching, similarly to Camden, will just enjoy playing him more. That's not to say that John doesn't hit a lot of targets and doesn't serve exceptionally well, but I wouldn't say that it's what his game is as reliant on as other players. He's maybe more accustomed to working his way into a rally, maybe starting on the defensive, absorbing, and then pushing back.
Right.
Which is, I think, the style that a court that's hard to serve on and with small openings encourages.
Better than the last gallery.
2 chases. Better than last.
The perfect kill shot, and it really had to be because John was there.
Mate, he could have left it maybe. Better than last.
That's a good point. It wasn't really. Yeah, it wasn't on my radar, but it's a good point.
Either way, great finish. good length from John.
40-30.
John, just every time Bryn's kind of getting a run of momentum, 30-all, 2-4, gets a chance to sort of get back into the set. 3-4s, and those 3-4 is a completely winnable position. He shuts it down with a point like that. Yeah, he's really on it today.
Better than first gallery. $40-30, 1 chess.
So yeah, interestingly, just talking about serves, as I think they've played such a big role in this match, John Lumley is normally one to serve a lot of railroads, and I think we've seen him move away from it, which is telling in my opinion. I just think it's a really tricky serve to use consistently on this court.
Yeah.
Because the back wall is kind of not your friend, you take on increasingly fine margins and go for it, and it's tricky.
Saying that, here comes the
on
railroad.
a hazard, he would, but
Yeah. Unlucky, it's good effort. Well played from Bryn though. 40-all.
but we've seen him kind of use a wider variety, I think.
Yeah.
I've done it again, commentator's curse.
Worse than the second gallery.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Maybe he's trying a little too much on that one. Get up into that corner.
Yeah.
It's tough when he's coming across your body on the volley.
I love the shot choice. It just hasn't quite paid off.
Advantage Lumley, worse than second.
I think at this level you have to be
Ambitious with
taking.
the shots,
Yeah, I
right?
think so.
Yeah.
Just especially from the receiver's end.
And especially playing a player like John.
Exactly. It's just because percentage-wise, Bryn knows he's going to make that shot 3 times out of 4. Nice ball.
Yeah, really good from Bryn. Back to Juice.
Yeah, he's really getting stuck into this match now.
Yeah. Second set's been a lot better from Bryn. And that's all come from slightly loose railroad. But nonetheless, great shot from John. Wow.
There we go. It was
Yeah.
not a bad cut volley by any means from John.
That's a seriously good get.
But yeah, I think with that serve there, I think Bryn kind of just can know where it's going. John's hitting a cut volley. Even if he does boast it, he can't boast it that hard. He can't take a big swing at it. So Bryn can cover that option, and then he can anticipate the cut volley well. I think even when Bryn's serving his railroad well, it's not going, and everything's going to plan, I just think John has options, and it encourages an aggressive response that plays into this kind of slapping it around boasting game that John's so happy playing.
Better than 1.
Oh, that's a great volley. Oh, superb tennis.
Yeah, that's really well done.
Bryn really could have deserved that point in many ways, but John's just, not going anywhere.
Back to Juice. It's tough.
So good from John.
A lot of people wouldn't have got that ball.
Advantage.
He works so hard on his fitness. I remember whilst being in Philly, him endless court sprints in the double squash court. He asked me to join him a couple of times and replied with a no.
Oh, that's so good from Bryn. Yeah, I did a couple with Jordan. They were not for the weak. He really is one of the hardest workers I've ever seen.
Off the court, yeah. That's a
Such good
volley.
anticipation from Bryn. He just shows his experience.
He's so strong on that double-handed volley, just putting it in the right place.
Advantage receiver, chase 2 and 3.
Ooh, don't see that often
Juice.
from John.
I think it's that pressure of knowing it had to be a dead on chase 2 and 3. Otherwise, he might have seen a boast or something.
Well played.
Advantage.
He's been quite successful in this match with that cross-court main wall boast, if that's what you would call it.
Chase.
Long game this.
Yard worse than the second
Who wants it?
gallery.
What's the chase? Yard worse than second.
I'm not actually feeling all right.
Advantage. Server chases a yard worse than the second gallery.
Oh, John just slightly getting caught out by that
Juice.
ball in the middle of the court.
James Lumsden. My student loans just come in. Does anyone know how to bet on this match?
Actually, I think there is rumoured to be a highly secretive group chat run by Giles Doyle for real tennis odds.
Not secretive
No,
anymore.
not at all secretive, and yeah, I wouldn't put your whole student loan on it. I think it's fairly low stakes from what I hear.
Gamble responsibly.
I just Bryn's so unlucky there. I love that down the line volley option from him. John just is able to just fight his way back into these points from what seem seemingly tricky positions. He just scraps so well, and then yeah, straight tambo will do the trick.
Advantage receiver, chase 3. Fault.
Yeah, had to play it.
Juice. Advantage.
Just had a comment.
So, oh well, would you like to take this one?
Juice.
No, because I'm not too sure, but I can read it out for you. Am I right in thinking that a yard worse than second is not a chase marked on most courts? Is it an American thing? All yours, buddy.
So the line's there, but yeah, the line's there. I think it's just that one in between second and the door. But yeah, I suppose it's a lot of writing to fit on and make it aesthetic.
It's on most courts, though, isn't it?
And yeah, the line's there. It's just whether it's actually marked as that chase name is. Yeah, I think real tennis is. The rules are in danger of being too easy otherwise. So important to make it hard.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
That's a great shot.
Targeting that backhand corner.
French courts are different. Not in chase worse than seconds, but 1 to 6 is, I think, 1 to 12.
What was it?
1 to 13.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were correct. They are different. Yes.
113 machine because of half yard.
Super hard fought game this, and a really important one for Bryn. For Bryn to be able to hang in and hopefully take, even though it's looking more favourable for John at this change of ends. Ryan, I would call this a big game.
Big game,
Great
big
points.
Wonder how long this game's been going on for. Could probably check.
Fun stat for you. Who played the longest? The most juices, I think, in open play, whilst Ben Geetenbeek has been streaming.
I would not even hazard a guess.
I think I did it with Levi. It was like we had like 20 juices. It was crazy.
Worse than 2. Tough chase. This be the end of the big game.
Speaking of fun trivia, thank you for that in the live chat. Yeah, news to me, but would make sense.
Oh, that's so well played from Bryn there. Chase worse than 2 is such a hard one to play on the floor, but both shots would have won it. John got the first one back. Great get, but finished it off from Bryn. Well played, Bryn. And again, it's that cross-court force which has been working well for Bryn. Now he's got advantage. Big one, big game to take. It's a shame. Fought hard to get back to advantage.
Bryn's having his chances here. Just a lot of pressure from John. Gets a lot back in play. Oh, what a shot from Bryn.
It's been a couple of shots like that in this game. Where Bryn's been targeting that backhand corner on the service end.
Yeah, Bryn really plugs away, and in these big moments, he's so good.
Yeah. Interesting.
And it's not gone, you know, in many ways this match hasn't gone to plan for him so far. I don't just mean scoreboard wise, but I feel like he's not found that, you know, he's not quite gelled with his railroad in the way that he might have hoped, or, you know, John's created some problems with him just because of how well he's playing. And yet it doesn't really get to him. And he's got himself into a really strong position. When at one point we were looking at what I thought was a very likely chance at a 5-2 lead for John. And yeah, I mean, winning the 7th game, it's you're right in it.
Well played, Bryn.
I mean, that's so impressive. That is extremely impressive.
Fought so hard for that game, and crowd have showed their appreciation for that game. Let's see if he can kick on and won the infamous 7th game.
And I think,
beautiful.
Yes, slight improvement in serving. Yes, more targets. But we were saying, what should Bryn do differently? And I think what he's showing us is just real grit, staying in these points. Like, he's just competing so well.
Fewer errors. It's unlucky that one kind of nicked.
Yeah.
Stroke. 15-0.
Yes, no, seriously impressive is all I can say about that game from Bryn. Up to John to stamp out this mini resurgence though, and he's still all this talk about how strong Bryn is mentally, John is just never going to go away. That's so good. So the eagle-eyed viewers amongst you may have noticed that something looks different with Bryn's railroad, and I think he has, on the fly, been figuring out changes, which is super impressive.
Yeah, he's gone a little wider with it.
Little wider and loopier, which is kind of... I mean, oh, what a get.
Gosh. Yeah, that's
really great. He's gone wider, loopier, slower, and he's rotating. I think he's rotating his upper body much more. He's showing his chest to the side wall, if that makes sense, when he finishes his swing. And it's staying tighter. That's so good. Bryn anticipating, you could say too well, being too far over for the main wall. But yeah, I think he's rotating more. When he's finishing, his chest is facing the side wall. And this is all results in just a loopier, spinnier railroad, which is more suited to the court. And I think this, like, changes like that are subtle, and they may not seem a big deal, and it may seem like I'm going on about nothing. But I think that is why these guys, one of the reasons why these guys are at the level they play at is because
they're able to find... to make corrections.
They can adjust and they can adapt. Exactly, they can make corrections, yeah.
Something us mere mortals are unable to do. A lot of people.
Yeah, I think it would be easy to panic and be like, oh, John's just playing too well, but he's problem solving, which is, impressive.
Yeah.
And
tough chase, though.
And it's a subtle change.
Worse than 2, 40-30 John. Chase off.
Oh, he's gotten away with one there. Still game point John, but Bryn's staying alive in the set.
Yeah.
4-1, I believe it was, John, and really not going to plan for Bryn. But yeah.
Turn it around.
Really has.
Big point. Relentless.
Prime example there off the timbre.
Very impressive.
John's hit a good shot, and a lesser player may have, in Bryn's scenario, playing a tough ball like that, may have swung for it, may have gone for a boast, may have tried to smash their way out of trouble. But Bryn is just so experienced here. He takes all the pace off of it and just keeps it short. And John has to play that ball early, and he has to play it low on the ground, meaning he's lifting it over the net, and instantly his offense becomes defense because he's playing a passive shot as he has to get it up over the net and he can't hit down on it. And it's just those subtleties that I think make this such a good match.
Yeah, it's interesting, those backhand to backhand cross courts. Who's coming out on top? Just in the last two games or so, I think Bryn's been winning those exchanges.
Uncharacteristic error there. Better than 2, a tough chase, but Bryn's really taking the game to John here.
Great shot.
Yeah, I can't say enough how impressed I am with this
turnaround.
Yeah, because John's not really given Bryn, there's a change of momentum here, but I think it's been manufactured by Bryn.
Wow.
John's still pulling off great shots like this.
Those are the ones where you just say, nice shot.
But the tactician that Bryn is, and John, he'll be thinking, well, how many times is John going to be able to do that? Can he do that 75% of times when I give him that ball? And if he thinks not, then he'll do the railroad again.
Yeah, great shot. And I think that's what John's been so good at so far in this match, is any loose serve. He's basically almost finished the point on that shot.
Oh, so good. Oh, wow.
Impressive stuff from Bryn there. First of all, that super tight gap on the backhand corner, and then able to finish it off on the grill. Well played, Bryn.
Advantage to the receiver. Chase better than 2.
Better than 2. Bryn would love to take this game.
Lost it. Juice.
So close.
Yeah, and we're stuck in this stalemate game.
Second gallery.
And just coming up to an hour and a half for a set and a half.
Half the hour work from 6. Juice. Troy's Juice. Chase, the second gallery. Fault.
That sidewall there is deceptively tricky. It stays really thin. When you hit sidewall first on many courts, it's not a good thing, but here you actually get away with it. So yeah, an understandable miss from Bryn. Nevertheless, a frustrating one. Oh, there it is, 5-3. John retains his lead.
Yeah. Come on from John.
Yeah, that's a big game, as subtly pointed out by Ryan.
Ball up, Brent.
How's it looking?
Oh, Ryan's hot on the replay here.
It's camera gone, unfortunately.
Oh, what happened? I thought we heard a racket hit.
No, the ball just hit the camera.
Oh, I see.
It's a good snapshot. Off the net board.
It's looking a little frantic from John. A couple swinging quite hard at that ball off the timber, and then that volley as well. I'll just take a moment here to reset.
Turn 15.
Great ball.
Right, so
Set point.
set point, John.
40-15.
Big point.
I mean, he's got 2 set points at 5-3 up. I've got to use the big point button sparingly,
Shame on me.
with great responsibility. Right, so
Set point.
I didn't want to be too preemptive, but that is the third set to John. So we can now discuss. After a worrying start from Bryn going down initially, it was actually an extremely level set where Bryn had several chances to bring it back to even, which makes me think this final set is a really interesting proposition. As John looked, that wasn't comfortable for him closing that set out. Bryn definitely had his chances and was right in there. So if the level of both players continues in this way, we could see an extremely tight third set.
Could this
third set? Sorry.
Could this come into the 3-1 prediction?
It might well do, yeah.
Read it up.
So it's great to see these more analytical comments in the live chat from you guys. We really like to hear this, and it gives us something to discuss. So, bobbles from Bryn have yielded more points and just general offensive opportunities than Railroad because return of serve is more predictable to Bryn's forehand. Bobble itself is usually far less risky than Railroad. Yes, and good point, Joshua Green. That's pretty awful for me. I meant next set, not final set. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, I definitely meant next set. Yeah, on this difference between Bobble and Railroad, I'm not sure. I think, yes, against many players, but I think John Lumley's been dealing with the Bobble really well. He has that short boast option, a cut main more force, and just classical cut shot as well. So I think the Railroad, there is, yes, as you say, it is more risky, more can go wrong, but I think Bryn's thought process might be, when he's getting it right and it's staying tight, John can really only go cross-court with it.
I do agree with you. Bobbles have yielded more points for Bryn.
So Bryn there, he served it tight and he can anticipate. He knows John's either going to hit a skid post or a main wall and he can get ready for it.
Rare loose one.
But yeah, no. And as I say, that is just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
if I actually knew,
say if there's a right or wrong answer.
If I actually knew the answers, then I might well be playing a US Open semi-final too, and I'm obviously not.
Great question. Thank you. Not really a question, was it? It was more of a statement. It was a good one.
Thought-provoking. It's a really nice rally there. Bryn's disappointed with that outcome, but I really like this aggressive way he's playing, taking on targets. Yes, that hazard is not the result he wanted, but he's pushing up the court, he's taking balls early. Easy to be defensive in those backhand exchanges, but Bryn's kind of actually, he's going for it, which I really like. And I think that's how life is going to become uncomfortable for John. Easy to say from here, but I just, passive play will just feed in exactly to this to the way John wants to play. Oh, outrageous pick up.
That's so good from there.
Yeah.
He was almost on the back foot playing that.
Again, John's hit what would normally be a good railroad. It's just not staying tight on this court, and Bryn's taken that micro opportunity to slot a gallery. I love that shot.
In the first game.
Because he's lining up like he's hitting a cut shot. It's just such good deception.
played,
really
Bryn.
good from Bryn. So here we go. I mean, I know it's only a game, but I feel like it's a real statement from Bryn. This style of play at the start of the third set. Ryan's asking if I call it a turning point.
It may well be, but I think it calls for.
I think so. I think it's a fun button to press. I think it's either a foghorn moment or a turning point.
Not a full corner, in my opinion.
Oh, outrageous from John. And I was just about to say what a good shot I thought it was from Bryn. Yeah, I really don't think, I mean, one or two players in the world are going to do that from that ball. And unfortunately, John is one of them. Or fortunately.
Well played, John. Attacking that high timbre.
30 love.
I really like that shot.
It's been pretty successful for both players. What do you call that shot? A short main wall boast, or is there a name for it?
I think just a boast. I mean, yeah. Short boast. Yeah, a fat boast would be towards the going for a shorter chase, like, you know, around 2 and 3 maybe. So yeah, short boast. And the only other one you need to worry about is main wall force. That kind of is most shots onto the main wall fall into one of those categories.
Yeah. Then you got the main wall penthouse for people like me. Wow.
Oh. And just hunting for a hazard gallery here. He's just not quite finding it. Oh no.
It's good. John
Just
knew it was
it
in
was
as
going
well.
in, yeah. So
It's
good
too
from
good.
Bryn.
Yeah, it's good.
30, chase better than the last gallery.
It's a great rest. Frustration. It's not a volley he usually misses.
Maybe we were preemptive with the turning point button. Oh, did we not?
I'll get in there. Come on.
Game.
1-1.
One game all.
I was quite impressed with John in that game. Those longer rallies where Bryn was cutting it into the corners. He gets it out so well, but he's also explosive with the power he puts on it. From such a tight angle, he puts a lot of heat on it. Got a backhand drag from Bryn now. Wow. That's pretty special from John.
Oh
Nice shot.
no, that's such a good shot. To be able to control that, but I mean, if you're going to take on that down the line volley, it has to be good. Because if Bryn can play that off the back wall, it's so easy to just hit it towards the grill, main wall timbre area. But yeah, no, John's just played a great shot there. Two really good chases. and 1 game all. John's been pretty good at closing out leads that he's had in both these first 2 sets, and surviving kind of late pressure from Bryn in both sets. So I think if we're going to see this go to 4 or 5 sets, we're going to need to see a lead emerge from Bryn
for sure
in this first half of the set.
Yeah, absolutely.
John's not one to give away a lead.
Chase better than a yard.
I like what he's tried to do there. It's ambitious.
Ambitious, but no but.
$30-15. Has it better than the yard, thank you.
Unlucky for John there.
Wow.
Oh, so good. Yeah,
Good
just clinical.
anticipation. That's not an easy shot.
Has it better than the yard.
John Dawson. What serve would you recommend for someone to hit at Chicago court who is looking to break into mid to low 30 handicap range? Good question.
From what I've seen from this tournament,
Actually, yeah, great for you to answer this.
the high serve from the main wall has been
God, I
pretty
never learned one of those. It's been on my bucket list for ages. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I saw Calm was pretty successful with that. It wasn't even putting much spin on it. It was more like a bobble from that side, really high bobble.
I've got my thoughts on this. I'll wait till the change of ends, but yeah, no, thank you for the question.
Boomerang.
I'll get you banned from Chicago. Never break into the 30s.
Underarm twist has been really popular as well. Around chase 2.5, 3.
I mean, just unbelievable pressure when you're hitting a shot like that and it's coming back. I mean, it's got to be demoralizing that.
A few words from Brennan. Can't quite.
Yeah, I
pick them
can't.
out.
I don't know.
It's more probably just self-encouragement or self
Something or other.
Yeah.
Bryn's quite. I think, from what I hear, from what I have heard, Bryn's quite analytical with his self-talk, which is a really good way to be. You want to kind of remove all. If you're saying something to yourself, I think like the best players mentally tend to be giving themselves constructive feedback and things to focus on rather than
self-hate.
Yeah, or just anything overly emotional, maybe. Different things for different players, but. Nice shot from John.
Time, please.
Yeah, I think it's different things to different players. John definitely seems to me like someone who kind of plays best when he's pumped up. Heart rate's high, all this stuff. Bryn, his temperament, I think the way he serves his high serve and seems to go about his business, maybe runs a bit cooler, likes things a bit slower. Anyway, my thoughts on the serving question. I think the biggest thing with players improving is maybe less the choice of serve, because there are so many different ways to play and win at real tennis, be it railroads, high serves, all sorts. It's just intent behind it. And what I mean by that is serving not just with what you're aiming to do with that serve, but with how you want the rally to form. So let's look at these guys. When John is serving, let's say a railroad, he wants a specific response, and he's used to the patterns of play that are behind it. So he hits a railroad and he moves over ready to hit a main ball dead on defense, for example. And it's just experience in patterns of play. Yes, perfecting your railroads will help, but it's as much about that as it is about just getting used to certain types of rallies and experience playing behind certain serves.
Yeah, it's good. It's good insight. I never really thought about it.
I won't take credit for it. Well, obviously, I won't take credit for it, but I think Chris Ronaldson, learning a new serve is as much about learning how to hit it as it is learning the rallies behind it and how to play them. So do all the solo practice in the world, but if you whip out a new serve in a match, it's going to be complete chaos if you're not used to the responses behind it. So that would be my thing. Just experience, confidence behind certain serves, which will allow you to get momentum.
Great
familiarity.
Question.
But yeah, superb question. And yeah, I hope that's helpful. Great shot. It wasn't just me trying to dodge the question, but I think I just genuinely believe that's so valuable. And that's why lots of these guys, elite players such as these two, make the incredibly difficult look almost mundane or out of habit, because for them it is. They're so used to serving a railroad and moving over to cover a main ball volley defense. They're so used to serving an underarm twist and then hitting a cross-court backhand afterwards, because they know the type of rally that each serve encourages, and thus they know what to look for and anticipate for. And that's why, yes, John Lumley is super fast around the court, but he also lots of the time knows what shot you're going to hit before you hit it, and he's dictating it with his serve. So that's not specific to mid-30s. I think that's just what really great players are doing in general. But yeah, I hope that helps. Oh, that's so good from John. Speaking of lightning fast and knowing what you're going to do before you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you can do that, that will get you to +10.
Yeah. Good. So good from John, though.
Just to finish on that point, and I'll stop banging on about it, but I think one of the reasons Bryn is such a good and known for his high serve is just because he knows how to play behind it, and it, not just rally-wise, but temperament-wise, it really suits him. Like, he doesn't, he's not, John Lumleys of this world will want to be serving a serve that they get in 95% of the time, because they like, a high heart rate and to be having longer rallies, whereas I think Bryn likes the kind of colder, more calculated approach, possibly, that a high serve gives him. He's used to the tempo behind it, as well as the patterns of play.
Just going back to game there, Bryn's done really well to get that 5th game. 3-2, John. Good dig. It's just relentless from John in that backhand corner. Bryn's did so well on that point to dig those out, get them back, but John was able to finish it. Wow.
That's it up. Fault. Time, please. 15-30.
He is human. There's that backhand corner again. Same place every time.
Fault.
Yeah, Nigel, I mean, exactly. Like, it's as much about... I mean, I'm not even sure I did mention that, but it's an extremely important point. Talking about the importance of choosing your serve. Yes, it's about the tempo you like to play at and you becoming familiar, but also your just game style to begin with and encouraging a rally that works with that. I think that's true for 30 handicappers, but it's equally true for people playing off around +10, such as these guys. You know, serve the best railroad in the world, and a force is probably still going to come back at you. And if you don't want to encourage a forcing game and serve something else, it's really it's not always as simple as just the actual serve itself. I think it's done right. It's really about dictating the rally that you want.
What's the chase? Husband, half the yard. Play, Bryn.
I think the most extreme example of that would be someone like, you know, Julian Snow, and other people could serve his sideball, but they wouldn't be as happy in kind of in the floor game that serve encourages, and so it simply wouldn't work for them. Oh, unlucky. There we go, a 4-2 lead for John.
Yeah, we had this exact same lead in the second set.
Yeah.
Bryn took the next game. Big game.
I think at this stage in the match, especially if you're Bryn or someone supporting Bryn, I think they all are.
Nice.
He really can't afford to let any more go. Oh. Been just catching that one a little early. He hasn't missed many of them this match.
Usually so good on that double-handed volley. We'll forgive him.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to take.
choice.
I was thinking he was going to take on a gallery sooner than that, but great response, great result for Bryn, I should say.
Ah, there's one of the
Nice shot.
nice serves.
Again, possibly Bryn was hitting that with the dead on in mind, but I really don't think at this stage that's a bad result at all.
Yep.
Yeah, I think exactly. I agree. I think, yeah, it's just sounds like I've dodged a question, but if it was as simple as just do this serve and you'll get better, then everyone would be doing the same serve, and real tennis would be a less interesting game because of it. I think it's a really cool part of our game is that what serve you hit is about you, your opponent, and the court. And, you know, throw the balls in there as well. Like, new balls favour different serves. There's a lot that goes into it.
Especially playing on a court like this, it's where having a good serve, yeah, you're rewarded for a good serve, but it's so hard to find that good serve.
Yeah, it's about working with the tools you have, as these guys are showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that discussion. Thanks, guys. Oh my gosh, so good. Yeah, really great awareness from John.
40-30.
Big point.
Ryan producing the goods. Doesn't miss much. Big point. Oh. Oh my gosh, it stayed in. What a shot from Bryn. Oh, that's so unlucky. Seeing Bryn go back to that, I'm 95% sure you call that a giraffe, but I could be wrong. Anyway, that high serve he does standing near the main wall, and I'm surprised we haven't seen more of it this match. I mean,
I agree.
I'm sure Bryn has a thought process behind it, and he's, you know, had so many great matches with John over the years. He knows what works and what doesn't. But yeah, definitely is a change from his previous rounds.
Well played.
So good.
So that's another example of how hard it is to serve.
And how
a tight
clinical Bryn
railway.
is as well.
Yeah.
Like,
But that on any other court is hugging that service wall.
interestingly, I think one of the only other courts in which the railroad doesn't stay that tight might be Queen's, where Bryn plays much of his best tennis and has had some of his best results. So he's used to probably having to adjust things with that serve.
Yeah.
Oh, nice shot.
Great shot.
Right, a nice chase for John to have a crack at here, and a game point to take this to 5-2. So yeah, he's possibly closing in on a US Open final spot.
Advantage, receiver. Better than the door. Thanks, John. Oh.
That's seriously good retrieving from John.
5 games.
Good shot from Bryn, but managed to force the error. 5-2. One game away. 3-set win. Wow, we haven't seen too many of those straighter forces from John.
Yeah, Bryn moved over there to cover the main wall option. I just think, I mean, the serve just wasn't of the caliber that Bryn needed it to be, and it gave John options.
Yeah. Good dig.
God, so much. I mean, those 3 shots that John hit, that dead on, that cut shot volley down the line, and then that boast, just so much disguise. I just, you know, he looks really confident right now.
It's so difficult to read as well.
Yeah, I mean,
15 love, receiver lead.
just you feel like he just has so many options.
So good
And,
from
you know,
there.
Bryn moved over there to cover the main wall last time and wrong, and then he doesn't, and it goes in. I mean, it's just, you know, masterclass stuff from John.
Yeah. It's really impressive. Okay, we've got 2 chases that I love. 2 and 3, and then the worst in the last gallery.
I think it's a sign of how confident John is that he's taking on slightly unconventional options. You know, that cut shot down the line, for example. Like, we haven't seen it a whole lot from him. And yeah, with confidence, he plays better, as we all do. So, tricky spot for Bryn to be in.
30 love, server leads. Chase, 2 and 3.
Wow. So that goes back to...
40 love, Chase nearly,
Ciao.
yard worse than the last
I'll leave it.
Oh. And there it is for John Lumley, a straight sets win to book himself a spot in the US Open final.
So impressive. 6-2, 6-3, 6-2.
It was a tough start for Bryn in that match, but he played really well, worked his way into the match. It's easy to say, but I don't think 2-3 and 2 really represents how close that felt at times.
Especially that second set.
All of those sets were very nearly 4-3 and 4-all at times.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, a really great match. Bryn's in the past historically been a really tricky matchup for John. They've had several close matches, so he'll be testament to how well he's playing, and he'll be really relieved to have gotten through that one relatively unscathed and physically fit for the doubles semi-final tomorrow, where we will be joining you then. So thanks, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Will.
Have a good evening.
And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed.